Brad, ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the blue corner, Sam the Chinook Williams.
Big strap, ow, 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 ow. You got $100 bill, get your hands up. You got a $50 bill, get your hands up. You got a $20 bill, get your hands up. You got a $10 bill, get your hands up. Single ladies, I can't hear y'all. Single ladies, make noise. Single ladies, I can't hear y'all. Single ladies, make noise. All the chicken heads, be quiet. All the chicken heads, be quiet. All the chicken heads, be quiet. Yeah, ladies, stop in school. Face 7, sing along, come on. All the good-looking women sing along. I can't hear y'all.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, Too Deadly, Shaun Storm Thomas.
This is the story of the boy named Shaun Thomas. Spent his childhood out in Tassie, so the fame was never promised. Grew up in that little island, no option to see the mainland. I fed the fire to ignite himself a game plan. He had a vision, a dream of being a boxer. Knew that he could make it, he didn't want to get locked up. But see, trouble always followed him round. It gets harder to escape when you're in such a little town. No father to give him guidance or teach him to be a man. The hunger was inside him, he was trying to expand his horizons. His life wasn't going to be wasted. His eyes locked on the prize, yeah, he could taste it. No giving up, no surrender, no retreat. He's got winning on his mind, never thought about defeat. He trained hard, and after that he trained harder. He learned the way to play the game, he got smarter. The kid was talented, drive was incredible.
Ladies and gentlemen, your following contest is brought to you by CrownBet. The game just changed. 10 by 3-minute rounds in the super featherweight division. They'll be fighting for the vacant super featherweight title. Just let everyone know, ladies and gentlemen, last night's weigh-in, Shaun Storm Thomas did not make weight, so he's ineligible to win the title in the event he wins the fight. Ladies and gentlemen, your referee in charge of this contest, Mr. Alan McCall. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, trained by Brendan Smith, out of Smithy's gym, with an official weight of 58.88 kilograms, wearing white trunks with light blue. A fight record of 7 fights, 4 wins with 2 draws. Fighting out of Toowoomba in Queensland, ladies and gentlemen, Sam the Chinook Williams. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, trained by Steve Stenborg, out of the North Melbourne Boxing Gym, with an official weight of 60 kilograms even, wearing the black Storm shorts. A fight record, 5 fights, 2 wins, 1 ending by way of knockout, representing Cape Barren Islands, ladies and gentlemen, Too Deadly, Shaun Storm Thomas. Your title supervisor, Frank Headley. Your referee in charge, Alan McCall.
So as you can see, quite the height difference between these two gentlemen.
Our referee's instructions here, and Steve, we're almost ready for a start here.
Well, there's a bit of a controversy before the fight in terms of weight.
Yes, and the sad news that I have to report here is that only one fighter can win this title tonight. The vacant Australian super featherweight title, that's 58.968, the junior lightweight title as it used to be called, 130 pounds or 9 stone 4. And some great champions have held this title in the past, and that's Storm, Too Deadly, Shaun Thomas, the young Indigenous fighter from Cape Barren Island in the black trunks, and his opponent is Sam Williams from Toowoomba. Oh! A right hand by Too Deadly. Shawnee Thomas has got Sammy Williams on his backside.
Oh, less than 30 seconds in.
Amazing.
That was a cracking little right hand. But, you know, Williams might be just cold and he just needs to get over it. But that
he
was
sort
beautiful.
of walked straight onto it. He was flat-footed and going backwards, and he walked straight into the punch. We'll see some of the vision a little bit later on. But Shawnee Thomas is all business here tonight. He came heartbreakingly close to winning the Victorian super featherweight title, but got pipped at the post by Sammy Williams here the last time on the 30th of April this year. And this is the rematch. The carrot, of course, was the vacant Australian super featherweight title.
Lovely body work too.
What a great start for Shaun Thomas, the shorter of the two in the black trunks. And Sammy Williams, trained by Brendan Smith at the TGW gym in Toowoomba, TGW Smithy's gym in Toowoomba. And to all the crew up there who I know, Bradley and family, Brendan Smith's family and his lovely wife and mum, I wish you all the very best.
But Williams is, the longer guy. He's not using that left hand, trying to keep him off.
He's gone back into his shell, Sammy Williams.
After that right hand.
He wants to just try and he's going to fight smarter. He doesn't want to find himself on the seat of his pants again. He's fighting very defensive. Good round for Shawnee Thomas at the moment. If I was Shaun Thomas at the moment, I'd be all over him like a wetsuit, I tell you, because he wants to really build and really let him feel his power and let him know that he's all business here tonight.
Yeah.
Shaun just taking his time.
Yeah, he's probably just been a little bit casual about it, Brad, where you would have liked to have seen him really shut it down.
Absolutely. He needs to step up to the plate and really let those hands go. As I was saying a little bit earlier on, Steve White, that sadly, Shaun Thomas can't win the Australian title tonight. Last night's weigh-in, he struggled to make the 58.96 weight division, and he finally weighed in at 60.1. So, under the rules, which is the rules not only of just the Australian, but the Victorian and any of the regionals, including world titles, the fight will still proceed. And even the opponent, Sam Williams, had a couple of goes at the scales. He weighed 58.97, and he went away and came back at 58.85. So he's eligible to win the title, and I'll explain a little bit more a little bit later on during the fight. And what a great
round number one
for the Storm, Shawnee Thomas.
I can't understand that though. If you're fighting for a title, then you don't make the weight.
At ringside, he is on a TV Ringside, of course, taking on the Green Machine, Kenny
Look,
Green,
if you can't,
on August 3rd.
your preparation is more important than the actual fight itself. There's the big right hand. What a crunching right hand. And I think that even surprised Shaun Thomas because he went straight down from another angle. Look at that. Oh, that is classic. That is the way you throw a right hand. And that gives a 2-point round to Shaun Thomas on our unofficial scorecard. It's 10-8 unofficially. Scheduled for 10 3-minute rounds.
Seconds out.
We should mention this is a rematch from just over 2 months ago, right here in this very venue, which
Round
Shaun
number
Thomas
two.
won with a unanimous decision.
And of course, it was realistically Shaun Thomas snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. He was winning the fight. He was going along very well. He suffered a flash knockdown. He didn't recover after that, dug himself into a little bit of a hole. He got out of it and he came home strong, but he eventually went on to lose a unanimous decision, 76-75, 76-75, 78-76. There was nothing in the fight, and it was a heartbreakingly close loss to Shaun Thomas because he really put his heart and soul, and he's resurrected his career, this young man, under the guidance of Steve Stenborg down at North Melbourne Boxing.
Lovely jab, lovely double jab.
The height and reach is clearly with Sam Williams, but Thomas goes over the top with a beautiful little left-right combination. There's the little right hand again.
He's definitely at the moment the sharper puncher.
Clearly. He doesn't need to let Sam Williams set himself, because if Williams sets himself, he's got longer hands, he's got a good body attack, his attack is sound, actually his defence is quite sound as well, and there was a little bit of a lapse in the defence when he got knocked down there, but that's taking nothing away from Shaun Thomas because Shaun is a warrior, and but Sam Williams is looking to work his way back into this fight and erase that 2-round deficit that he already holds coming into the second round. Great to see.
Look, Williams is trying to it's like he's sort of shutting the distance down, and he's the taller man. He should be just firing that jab and getting his
outside,
distance.
Nice little right hand by Thomas there. Steps off again, moving the left hand, moving around to his left.
Still think that earlier knockdown's right in his head. He's just easily the more passive of the two.
It does terrible things to your brain, doesn't
Yeah.
it, when you get knocked down against the run of play? You know, I mean, then you start doubting yourself. But knowing Sammy
I don't
Williams,
know, Brad. I can't remember.
I know that you were in a couple of wars that I refereed young Julian Holland a few years ago.
Yeah, that definitely.
And Sam Williams in the grey and aqua-coloured trunks. In the Storm, Shaun Thomas, the young Indigenous fighter, born in Cape Barren Island down off Tasmania, moved up to Darwin. He now calls Strathmore home, and he's linked up with Stevie Stenborg, and he's really resurrected his career. And I'm a real fan of the training ethic of Steve Stenborg. He's had some terrific fighters, and he's a very, very nice man outside the boxing ring as well. A real humanitarian. Oh, beautiful left hand by Thomas. But Ben is really trying to bridge that gap and take the fight up to Shaun Thomas. Good close round. Nice left lead by Shaun Thomas. Another good round for Shaun
That's
Thomas.
it, a
What do you
round
reckon, Julian
number
Holland?
2.
Yeah, definitely. You know, he's controlling the fight.
This fight brought to you by Crown Bet.
What I can't understand is that you know, Shaun Thomas is the smaller man, but he's boxing like he's the tall man.
Yeah.
He is. He's dominating the centre ring.
Yeah.
He's pushing Benny Williams back.
Yeah, Williams is sort
Sam
of,
Williams back.
He's walking up, sort of trying to take the pressure on, like put pressure on him.
There's the left hand, the right hand, the crunching little left hook by Williams. Williams moves Thomas back to the ropes. That's where he does his best business.
Really,
just not enough.
He's got to take a leaf out of Sam Coloman's book and just use that reach and just start throwing from the outside and just stop Shaun as he's coming in.
Shaun Thomas is 5'3" in the old leg, 160 centimetres, and I would dare say that Sam Williams is probably every bit of 167, 168 centimetres, but he's certainly not using that height and reach advantage. As we're ready for a start here in round number 3 from the Melbourne Pavilion, the home of boxing here in Victoria. I hope you're enjoying our coverage live right round Australia. Brad Vicali joined by Steve White and former Australian and former Commonwealth welterweight champion, the Fighting Farrier, Julian Holland. It's great to have you guys here with us on board.
Yeah, thanks, Brad. And it's been a great night so far.
And the crowd has really started to build up. Corporate Melbourne has really come to support Barry Michael and Craig Dunn again tonight, and it's wonderful to see. And just as we did an interview earlier on with John from JPS Coatings, a real supporter of the sport of professional boxing and in Muay Thai. Him and his lovely wife Claudine are at every show, and they tip in plenty because they love the sport and they love the economics of the sport. They know how hard it is to put shows on, and they've got a good business and they're happy to share it, as we see Shaun Thomas miss with the double left hook there.
You see Brendan Smith obviously has told
Sam Williams
to get on his bike and use that
start
distance.
using the ring. He is.
Yeah.
And he's starting to move around to his right. He doesn't want to walk into that right hand. If he moves around to the left, of Shaun Thomas, he moves around to the left, he's going to walk straight onto that right hand. There's the right hand by Sam Williams. Good effort. And this is the rematch of the Victorian State Super Featherweight title back on the 30th of April 2016, when Sam Williams won a very close, decisive victory over Shaun Thomas, and that really cut to the heart of Shaun Thomas. He really took the loss bad. I want to say a quick hello to Jakara, his lovely wife, and his son Tayton, who's just 1.5 years of age, and he's a lovely little guy. I see him on Facebook often. And,
lovely little jab.
Yep. And Shaun Thomas, beautiful left-hand lead again. He's keeping Sam Williams off balance with that lead. There he is, commanding centre ring. Beautiful lead again, and you see, put him off balance there.
Lovely, changing the height. He jabbed to the head and jabbed to the body, and that's just to get the hands down, the elbows down.
Yep, hurt him to the body. The hands will come down. And is he thinking the same way as the Fighting Farrier? I'm sure he is. He's fighting to a game plan, and he looks like he's executing that plan very well for this first 2.5 rounds.
Yeah, no jab at all from Sam Williams.
Yeah, which I can't understand with a guy with that reach.
And you know, he has got a really nice jab. It won him the fight last time. But they've got a great gym up in Toowoomba. TGW, Smithy's Gym in Toowoomba.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure there'll be many of our Toowoomba friends watching live here, right round Australia as well. Got a great new airport.
Beautiful
There's
counter
that
right.
beautiful straight right hand, Steve. That really hit the mark. It's a close round, but it's a good round by Shaun Thomas. That left lead again. Another good round by
That's
Thomas.
in a round.
Finding it
Number
hard
three.
to give Sammy
Still to
Williams
come,
a
ladies
round
and
so
gentlemen, our
far.
co-main
He's
event
just
of
not
the
doing
evening.
enough for
The
me.
return of Lionheart,
Shaun Thomas
Data
is really just
Hampton,
controlling the
Mitch
controlling the
Mitchell.
round,
And then
controlling
our
the
main event of
pace,
the evening.
and really
Carlos
doing what he likes.
We see some of the action. There's the proof of the pudding. The left
Right
hand,
here at
Sam missed
TV
with his.
Ringside.
The Thomas hit with his. And there's the right hand by Sammy Williams. But again, Shaun Thomas had something on the go. There's the left lead that puts Sam Thomas off. There's the left lead again. He can't counter. He misses with his own counter and gets tagged. Perfect example. Great camera work there from our boys. Show exactly what we're trying to explain, although I don't explain anything in real clear terms. Sometimes I speak gobbledygook.
So that's all right.
On my unofficial scorecard at this particular time, I've got it 30-26 in favour of the red corner, the Storm, Shaun Thomas, and he's doing it in style. Can he capture the vacant Australian super featherweight
Round number
title?
4.
A long way to go. We're in round number 4 of the scheduled 10 3-minute rounds. Sam Williams, 7 fights, 4 wins, 1 loss, 2 draws. And the Storm, Shaun Thomas, 5 fights, 2 wins, 3 losses, and 1 only by way of knockout.
See, I like how Shaun Thomas is walking up, and he's just changing his height. He's just up and down, up and down.
He's fighting a very controlled fight, Shaun Thomas. And if you're a fighter and you're short, you're smaller, you don't need to do anything too cute. Just look at this young guy and watch what he does. Copy what he does. Work on it hard. Work in the gym. I'm quite sure you're going to have some success. He's also playing the counter-punching role, Shaun Thomas, very well. Misses with that.
Oh,
left
nice.
hook. Nice right hand by Sammy. Thomas owning centre ring, making Williams use all of the ring. He's got that beautiful left lead.
Williams is marked up under his right eye as well.
So would I be with some of the punches that he's walked onto tonight. But let me tell you, he is a warrior, Sam Williams. He'll find a way to fight his way back into this fight. The stakes just got higher with the Australian Super. There's a beautiful crunching right hand by Shaun Thomas, but the stakes got higher with the vacant Australian Super Featherweight title on the line. And, of course, the intensity will grow as well.
Well, the Toowoomba boys, they're always tough. They always come to fight.
Are. You would have fought a few in your time, Jules.
I've been up that hill. You always knew you were going to get into one.
Both amateur and professional, I would dare say.
A lot of amateurs.
I cut my teeth refereeing all the way up around Charlton, Pittsworth, Toowoomba, Dalby. That's where I
nice
learned to referee.
left.
Nice little left hook there by... and a crunching little right hand by Williams. He found his range there. Now we've got Shaun Thomas on the back move, but there's that nice lead that puts him... there's the right hand that hurt him. That was the one that put him down the last time they fought.
That was it.
Beautiful left hook by Shaun Thomas on the way in. And
I think that got his respect back.
Oh, it certainly has. What a great even contest this is. 2 boys, 2 warriors just going at it.
Oh, this tempo's gone up a few beats per minute now.
It's a close, hard round to score as well. Shaun Thomas doing it in style.
That's what Sam Williams needed to do, was just throw more punches, didn't he?
He does. He's turned up the wick. He's put the foot down here now. But Shaun Thomas using that beautiful left lead, pouring, feeling. He's working the body. He's working the head. The little short right hand. He digs to the body but walks into a left hook on the way out. The big, long reach of Sam Williams, the Toowoomba-based Victorian Super Featherweight champion, putting it all on the line tonight.
Williams starting to come into his rhythm now.
Yeah.
Better round. There's a nice left lead by Sammy Williams.
That
was a better round by Williams. Did he do enough to win the round?
I wouldn't give him the round. I still think Thomas controlled it.
I think so. There's a little right hand, counter right hand by Thomas. There's another right hand of really some of the action. Let's watch here. There's the right hand that certainly caught the attention of Shaun Thomas. Stays on his mark. There's the nice left hook. The left hook. Beautiful left hook by Shaun. There's the right hand. That certainly turned the pace of this round around a little bit. Followed by the crunching little left hook. Oh, he's lucky he didn't
Got
get
him in Management Australia on Instagram.
Nice little left hook. Whoa, this is a close round, let me tell you.
Your major sponsors, Lotus Caravans.
Inclined to give the round to Ben Williams. I think he just did enough and he fought for the whole 3 minutes of the round. So I'm going to give him that round.
So is he going to bring that momentum into this one is the big question.
Absolutely. It's going to be really, really hard.
Round number 5.
And on my unofficial scorecard, I have 36 to 39 in favour of Shaun Thomas. An enthralling contest here that by no means have we got a definitive winner yet. While Shaun Thomas is ahead on my unofficial scorecard, it's close, it's hard, it could go any way. We've got a long way to go yet. We're in round number 5 of a scheduled 10 3-minute rounds. Our judges are tonight Tony Moretta, the Dragon Paul Lee, and
oh, nice short uppercut
another
there
good
from
right
Williams.
hand.
Oh,
Andrew Campbell, and of course Shaun Thomas comes back with his own right hand. He's got plenty of fight in him tonight, Shaun Thomas. He wants the Australian super featherweight title. He can see himself with the belt strapped right around his waist, and he's fighting like a featherweight champion, super featherweight champion. The big right hand again by Shaun Thomas. Better round by Thomas. Has he stemmed the flow?
you can see Williams now is coming in a lot more than he was the last 3-4 rounds.
Overhand right hand there by Shaun Thomas. Commanding centre ring again. The sad part is Shaun Thomas is doing everything right at the moment. The only thing is, if he wins this fight, he'll be recognised as the winner, but he won't be the Australian super featherweight champion. Sadly, he just couldn't make the weight at last night's official weigh-in. And under the rules, if you don't make the weight, you can take the fight, but you can't win the title. The overweight fighter can't be the champion. But on the other hand, if Sam Williams digs himself out of this little bit of a hole that he's put himself into, I'm quite sure he can come back, and if he wins the fight, he will be declared the Australian super featherweight champion. 3 knockdown rule is in effect. Can't be saved by the bell in any round except the last round. The referee or the doctor can stop the fight here in Victoria.
Well, they're both just cruising around at the moment. There's no real
Well, the shine has come. It's been a fast-paced fight, and I think the shine has come off both boys. Both took a couple of heavy blows in that last round, and I think they're having a little bit of a breather here. But I think Shaun Thomas is doing just enough to maintain his lead at the moment.
Williams needed to come out with a bit more of what he did at the end of the last round.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful little left lead by Shaun Thomas, and that's got Steve Stenborg written all over it. I can imagine Steve would have spent hours and hours in the gym with the Storm, saying this is, if you want to win this fight, this is the way you're going to have to win it. And that was another good round, Julian.
Halfway through this 10, about
definitely
5.
a round for Shaun Thomas. The blue corner should have just come out and put the pressure on. But he didn't. He's gone back into his shell and allowed Shaun Thomas to control it again and slow the pace down.
Terrific to see Sugar Cane Watts here in the audience tonight, and he's looking fit, he's looking buff, and of course he's got a big fight. He's got the fight of his life coming up against the Green Machine, Danny Green, and boy, Melbourne, are you spoiled. Hisense Arena, August 3rd. That's the Green Machine versus Sugar Cane Watts
just a month
for the
away.
Australian Cruiserweight title. And let me tell you, do yourself a favour, Wednesday night, August the 3rd, get down there, support whoever you want, whether it be Sugar Cane Watts, a popular young fighter from down in Peninsula here, or the Green Machine, the 3-time world champion Danny Grohl, 4-time I think he's world champion, WBC champion twice, IBO champion, WBA light heavyweight champion, and a man who has done it all. The Green Machine, Danny Green, trained by Angelo Hyder. What a great team they are. Do yourself a favour, buy yourself a corporate table, get a ticket to come in, whatever you have to do. Catch the tram if you have to. Get a lift with a mate, because I tell you what, I'm going to be there. Julian Holland going to be there. Steve White, you're going to be there.
I'll be in Cane Watts' corner.
Yeah.
Oh, you will too.
They're the best seats in the house.
Golly, you have too.
Probably won't be enjoying it as much as we will be, though.
I know that Brian Armatruder will be there. Everybody, all fight fans of Australia, that's a call to arms. come and support the Green Machine and Sugarcane Watts, because it's going to be something special. And look, if you can't get there live in person, which you really should be, do yourself a favour and pay for it on pay-per-view. Stay home in front of the heater, grab a couple of cold beers or a hot cocoa or whatever it is, and watch it on pay-per-view, because you'll get to see everything. It's a great night. It's a wonderful night. There's some tremendous fights on the undercard, let me tell you. It really is going to be the extravaganza of professional boxing here in Victoria for this year. Great to see the Green Machine back, and great to see Kane Watts, the young Victorian who's flown under the radar for such a long time, get a chance, come out of the shadows and get a chance to take on a living legend by the name of Danny Green. As the boys really up the ante here.
And that's what we've been waiting for from Sam Williams.
Sam Williams
always hit him with the right hand.
Oh, he's really putting some pressure on Shawnee Thomas here. I'd say that Brendan Smith has really fired a rocket into Sammy Williams here. Sammy Williams goes after Shawnee Thomas. Can Shawnee stem the flow? Can he keep him out? Oh, he gets tagged with a right hand. A great round by Sam Williams so far. He's got the fire in his belly. He knows that the Australian title can be his. He's just got to fight hard. He's got to bite hard down on his mouthguard, because it's not going to give it to him. He's got to go out there and win it.
And just at the moment there, he's putting that pressure on, but he's just following Shaun Thomas a little bit. He needs to step across when he's stepping up.
And let me tell you this, Brendan Smith is a great tactician.
Yeah.
And I've got a sneaking suspicion that Brendan Smith has said to Sam Williams, just go out there, stay, don't get yourself into any trouble, stay in the fight, work away for 5 rounds. The trigger is round number 6, and you're going to come home strong.
I was looking at the 10. This is a 10-rounder. You don't need to win the early rounds.
No, not at all.
And I think you're exactly right.
And you know what? I've got a sneaking suspicion that Brendan Smith is a great tactician. I've worked with him. I've refereed a number of his fighters, and he is a real thinker. He's a really good trainer. And it really is a battle of corners. And what a great round for Sam Williams. Yeah. He's won that round.
Yeah, just through pressure, and like that's what he needed to do. So let's see if he can do it in the next round.
And guess what, guys? As we see some of the action from round number 6 on my unofficial scorecard, I have it 57-57. That's if my mathematics is correct.
See, lovely work there to the body and then up to the head, and that's what he needs to do.
And he really put a lot of pressure on Shawnee Thomas, and Shawnee just couldn't recover from there. He just stayed on top, and he just was a passenger there for the last part of that round.
And we often think whether like Shaun Thomas not making the weight, Brad, if he's done the work. Now, is he going to be able to fight a hard 10 rounds? That's probably what they're thinking.
He might have been in the sauna for a few hours yesterday. It was one of the things we don't know. And, of course, now we're coming into the championship rounds, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Who wants this more?
Round number 7.
57-57 on my unofficial scorecard. Actually, that should be 56. 57-56 in favour of Shaun Thomas. I told you I failed at mathematics at school, as we're in round number 7.
That's all right. I failed English, science, and the rest. Balances out.
Lovely little combination from Shaun Thomas then.
He's got the punches. He just needs the confidence to let the hands go.
Yeah, it seems he's always boxing within himself.
He is.
He hasn't really let the trigger go.
No, he needs to let his hands go, and he needs to just really make a statement.
And that comes down to, has he done the work? That was a beautiful little
nice
step back
short,
right hand.
Yep. And it does make you wonder a little bit, doesn't it? Because he's 60.1.
Yes,
and when he came in the second time, he said, "Look, I'm done. I just can't make the weight any longer." And it's a sad end to all the hard work. That beautiful left lead by Shaun Thomas. Will there be a rubber match with these two if Shaun Thomas gets home and wins tonight? I'd dare say there's got to be.
You'd have to.
Oh, he's got a little cut over the left eye, Shaun Thomas. There's the right hand again, right on that cut eye. Didn't see a head clash. I would dare say that cut's been caused by a punch.
Yeah, well, I don't think the heads come together, so I dare say he got hit with a nice right hand there.
Beautiful clubbing right hand by Shaun Thomas. That certainly caught the attention of Sam Williams. the blood, the eye starting to swell up just a little bit on Shaun Thomas, right in the corner of the eye, so it's not in a dangerous position. But Sam Williams has now got a target, and he looks a rejuvenated fighter. He's won the last 3 rounds on my unofficial scorecard. Can the Storm, Shaun Thomas, can he stem the flow?
Shaun Thomas is still doing lovely work with that left hand.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Got a beautiful left hand.
Oh, that's a nice left.
So that depends on how you score in the rounds.
Yes.
You know, if you like him what he's doing there, or if you like the pressure that Sam's putting on.
Oh, another little left hook by Shaun Thomas, playing the counter-punching role very, very well at the moment. He's fighting off the back foot. It looks like he's doing it a little bit hard. The mouth's open now. He's starting to struggle a little bit, I think, Shawnee Thomas, on fighting on the back foot. The hands are still flowing in the fast punches. But Ben Williams can sense that he's a tiring little fighter, and he knows that he's back in this fight.
Thomas's chin's starting to come up too.
Got to say congratulations to Barry Michael and Craig Dunn, Alfredo Casana. Guys, you've put together a wonderful card tonight. And what a terrific effort when we got the quality of fights like this.
7.
Another good round for Sam Williams.
A big thank you
In
to the
my
sponsors
unofficial
here this evening at
scorecards, there's
TV
a crunching right
Ringside.
hand.
Victorian
Shaun Thomas
Digital
comes back with
Solutions,
his own.
Bolwell Kelson Advisory,
Let's
the
have a look
world
at some of the
tomorrow.
action here.
Barry
There's the overhand
Michael Property
right,
Group,
good scoring
A+
punch.
Labour Solutions, Bernie Smith Cars. Last night's Wayne Howard
Shaun
at the
Thomas on the
OPM
back move
exclusive
there. The
Gentlemen's
mouth
Lounge.
starting to open
Crown Bet,
now.
the game
Starting
just
to breathe
changed.
heavy,
And your
but he's
major
still
sponsor
brave.
here
He's
this
brave.
evening,
He's going to fight
Lotus
this one out.
Caravan.
There's a crunching right hand by Shaun Thomas.
And see what he's doing, he's throwing beautiful shots like that, but then he's what we call in boxing, he's watching his work, he's looking at it and
He's
admiring
admiring
his work.
absolutely.
And you know, you can't do that. You hit someone with a good shot, you've got to jump on him and shut him down.
You certainly do.
Admire it on tape afterwards. Once
Yeah,
you've won it.
Absolutely. And it's a classic problem with a lot of fighters.
Yeah.
They do there and they do
Seconds down.
something wonderful. They say, stand back and admire their work. But for a smart fighter, he's always going to have a punch
Round
on
number
coming
8.
there. As Shawnee Thomas, as we come out for round number 8, I've got it 66-66. How are you seeing it at the home? Have you scoring this fight? How do you see it? Are we blind? Are we biased? I don't think so. I think that Sam Williams is coming home strong. But the Storm, Shawnee Thomas, got out of the blocks very, very early,
Oh,
asserting
here we
his
go.
ascendancy. And Williams, he goes straight after Shaun Thomas now.
Yeah, it looks like they're winding him up in the blue corner.
Oh, they certainly are. And the tactics of Brendan Smith, you've got to give credit where credit's due. The right hand, the left hook, the slashing right hand of Sam Williams.
Good body work then.
He's
by Sam
backing
Williams.
Shaun Thomas up a little bit now, Julian.
Yeah.
Punches in bunches. He's starting to throw 3s and 4s now, and they're really starting to take their toll.
Well,
on,
he's
Shaun Thomas.
he's doing what we were expecting in the first few rounds, and I think you're right there. What you said, Brad, is that they've probably had a game plan coming in here, and you know they're warming into it, and they're going to finish strong.
Absolutely, and that's what they are. Look, Brendan Smith is one of these guys. He'll break it down. He'll say, I know what happened the last fight. He got out to a lead. You cut him back and you knocked him down and you fought your way back into the fight and you pinched a unanimous decision. Yes, it was close, but you won it. So he would have went to school on exactly what happened in that last fight. They would have watched tapes of it. And, of course, now they've come back and sort of said, let's give him the first few rounds. We don't mind if he's going to get the first few rounds, but we know we're fit enough to do 10 rounds at that pace. So after 5 rounds, that's the trigger. The gun is going to go after 5 rounds. Let's see you win every round from then. You're going to come home and pinch another close decision.
Oh,
nice.
lovely
Big
right hand.
right
Over the
hand
top.
by Thomas. Beautiful little crunching right hand. Beautiful little, and a left hook to the body. That was a nice punch by Shaun Thomas. He's not done yet.
No, he's still doing the work to keep him in the fight, definitely.
But you can see the body language, the mouth open. 2 beautiful left leads by Thomas. Can he surprise us? Will he dig deep? Will he bite hard down on that mouth guard? Will he come home and stem the flow, get back into this fight? On my unofficial scorecard, I have it 66 each. I hope that you're enjoying the fights from home, wherever you might be around this great country of ours, because
nice
these young
left.
guys are fighting for the vacant super featherweight title of Australia.
As you
The
said,
title has
Julian,
been-
Shaun Thomas's left hand has been trouble for Sam all night.
All night. It's been fine on the home. And the thing is, he's still doing enough work in this round with the better shots to be winning the round.
Yeah.
Even though Sam is walking up, putting the pressure on.
This is a real arm wrestle this round. I think that Sam Williams is just taking the initiative a little bit, but Shawnee Thomas is fighting back. He's trying to stay in the fight. The body punches are starting to take their toll, I think, a little bit on Shaun.
Yeah.
And you'll notice that Sam Williams is really starting to work the body. He's aiming the body. Everything he goes now is the body.
Hit
Another
round
good
number
round
8.
for Williams. Taking the lead now on my unofficial scorecard.
It could have gone either way.
It really
you know,
could.
Shaun Thomas, for me, probably could have just pinched the round with just the better shots.
Yes, he picked his shots.
Yeah.
There wasn't as many as what I think as Sam Williams did. I keep calling him Ben Williams. I don't know where Ben Williams is, but Brendan Smith in the corner. They're really happy with his work over there. And, of course, we see some of the action from that round. A beautiful little left look over the top. And we see a beautiful little right hand. Again, Sam Williams has always got 2 or 3 punches coming.
There wasn't a lot there, though.
And the work ethic of both fighters has been fabulous to see tonight. The pace has certainly slowed, but the intention is certainly there.
Definitely.
Seconds out.
He
This
really
is the
needs to dig
penultimate
deep,
round.
Shaun Thomas.
He does. That's what
Round number
champions
9.
do. We're in the championship rounds 9 and 10. That's Sam Williams in the grey trunks with the aqua band and piping, and the Storm. Shaun Thomas, the young local Indigenous Victorian, fighting out of Victoria under the auspices of Steve Stenborg and the team down at North Melbourne Boxing, and he's put up a brilliant, brave display tonight. Has he done enough to persuade the judges? He needs to really put his foot down a little bit now in rounds 9 and 10.
He's just outboxing him at the moment, though.
Yes.
Just counterboxing him.
Beautiful left hand by Thomas. He's got a beautiful left hand for a short fighter.
Yeah. He's a really nice little compact fighter, isn't he?
He really is. And you know what? He's what this sport is all about. You know, he works hard in the gym. He's put a lot of effort into it.
Here we go.
And there's Williams really turning up the wing now. He's gone low, he's gone high, he's worked the body. He's starting to work the head now. He's got Shaun Thomas in a little bit of strife now. The blood starting to flow from that cut over the left eye. The big right hand over the top. Shaun wasn't expecting that to come because Williams has been working the body. He's thinking that the punches are going to come to the body. Over to you, Julian Holland.
Yeah, definitely. And he's, Williams is just putting that pressure on, but he doesn't want to get careful and run into a shot on the way in. See, they've told him to work the body and really slow him down.
Well, hurt the body, hurt the mind. I've said it for a couple of times tonight, and there's never a truer saying, but Sam Williams has got it all in the bag here. He knows, and realistically, I think that their game plan, they knew that Shawnee Thomas, if he's had trouble making the weight, he would have been on the sauna, in the sauna a fair bit yesterday.
That's what you would think, yes.
Yep. And it's a real shame. It's a little bit of a low blow there.
Yeah.
Certainly no intention.
Bit of a smile there from
big
Shaun.
right hand.
Big right hand again.
left there.
And the left hook there. Shawnee Thomas under the pump at the moment. He's fighting on the back foot. The mouth is open. A look of distress on his face, but he's brave. He is a warrior, Shaun Thomas. He fights back with a straight left and right that just missed the mark. He aimed it straight down the pipe, but it just missed. And Sam Williams enjoys such a height and reach advantage, and he's really working Shawnee Thomas on the back foot now. Working the body very, very well.
Yeah.
He's doing nothing but going to the body. He knows that that's a winner for him.
And you see, when Williams was just working to the body, then Shawnee Thomas, he just took them all and didn't fire back.
No, and he grimaced in pain as well.
That's meaning he's tired. Yeah. But he's still in there. He's still landing good shots.
Oh, that welt over the left eye has really opened up.
And the eye is starting to swell a little bit. Yeah. It's certainly bothering Shawnee Thomas as usual.
End of round number 9.
Another good round for
this fight brought to you by Crown Bet. The game just changed.
Could this be 5-4 at the moment?
You could nearly give it the winner of this round could win the fight.
I think so too. As we see some of the action, as we see how busy Sam Williams is. He's got Shaun Thomas on the back foot. He's got him really under the pump, and Shawnee has no answer for the onslaught of Sam Williams at the moment. Look at the big left lead. Nice little left lead back there from Shaun Thomas. And look at this action. slow motion action, and it's great. Our cameramen have done a wonderful job here
Do you
tonight.
think there's a lot of clean shots, or do you think they're
No,
just scraping? You know what I mean?
yeah,
So is that what we're scoring?
There's a
or?
lot of shots that haven't hit flush, and the judges will be looking at clean scoring punches. And a clean scoring punch is a punch that's delivered with the knuckle part of the glove to the scoring part of the body. But of course, you've got to look at it. If there's nothing coming back, they're going to score whatever punches land, because it's effective aggression that's going to win the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's
Referee
make some
Alan McCall
noise.
brings the boys in
This
for the
is the
10th and
10th
final
and
round.
final round.
Number 10 for the Australian Super Featherweight title. How are you seeing it at home? I have 86-84 in favour of Sam Williams, the Toowoomba Victorian Super Featherweight title. Of course, if he wins the Australian Featherweight title tonight, that Victorian title will become vacant. Maybe there's an opening there for Shaun Thomas to come back in the door and win the Victorian Super Featherweight title against another opponent. But what a brave
not
effort.
over yet.
Not at all. I have to say, I think it's close, it's hard, and we've got two warriors in there, but I think that Sam Williams looks like he's just going to come home and pinch the chocolates again.
Oh,
nice left hook.
Nice left from
powerful
Thomas.
left hook. He's brave, Shawnee Thomas. There's that beautiful left lead as he starts to work the body as well. Beautiful body shots.
I think Thomas realises the same as Williams. That's this close at the moment. He's throwing everything he's got left at it.
He needs to really make a statement, Shaun Thomas. It's close, it's hard. He knows he can't win the title. Oh! Left hook. The left hook by Sam Williams, and that puts an end to this because...
that's a 10-8 round.
Yeah, absolutely, so far.
That was a lovely left hook.
Oh, it was always there, and it was only a matter of if. It wasn't a matter of when. It was always there as a very tired Shaun Thomas.
Senses blood.
Yep, he does. Sam Williams, can he make an end to this fight with 1 minute 22 seconds to go? He's all over Shaun Thomas. Another left hook followed by the big right hand left hook uppercut. He's got Shawnee in all sorts of trouble at the moment. Fighting on the back foot, Shaun Thomas. He is a warrior. He's brave. He's going to dig deep and try and stay in the fight.
He's wobbly.
With 1 minute to go almost. Oh, he came home strong, and it just reinforces what I said a little bit.
Oh, he's just hurt. He's just hurt him with the right hand. He just hurt him with the right hand.
He's holding on. And Brendan Smith has thrown it down. He stopped the fight. Brendan Smith has stopped the fight.
Shaun Thomas has got it.
Wow. I don't believe it.
Wow.
He was in huge trouble, Sam Williams.
Wow.
And Brendan Smith. And Shawnee Thomas is crying in the corner. It brings a tear to my eye.
What a comeback. He was gone.
Wow.
I am dumbfounded.
Bigger twist than the Sixth Sense right there. That was insane.
Less than a minute to go. The most caring trainers of all trainers, Brendan Smith, has held the towel up. And there's the right hand. That really hurt Sam Williams there. Shaun Thomas sensed the uppercut. He's got Sam in trouble here. There's the crunching right hand to the side of the head. And you see Brendan Smith with a towel. He says, enough is enough. And I'm not going to let my fighter get hurt.
That was good by Brendan, looking after his boys.
He looks after his fighter, but his fighter
that was a huge uppercut there.
Huge. How the tide of the fight can turn so quickly.
Thomas was gone,
and Brendan, you can see, it doesn't get any clearer to this. Oh, bang. You've got to feel for Sam Williams. I feel for both of these young warriors because Shaun Thomas has fought his heart out. He won the first 5 rounds. There's the uppercut.
That uppercut was a peach.
There's the left hook to the body, and you watch him do there. He's really in a bit of strife there, Sam Williams. Great vision from our cameramen here tonight. Congratulations, and look at Shawnee Thomas.
And you know what? That says it's not over until it's over.
He's got tears in his eyes, and so have I. Oh my God, what an absolute emotional night. What an emotional win for Shaun Thomas. And Sam Williams has snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. And Shawnee Thomas, oh, what a cruel sport this is. I'm going to go up and do an interview with the two boys. I'll leave it to you guys as we wait for the official announcement from our ring announcer, Mr. John Demicoli.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes and 22 seconds into the final round. This fight ended via corner stoppage, declaring you winner via TKO. Red corner, too deadly, Shaun Storm Thomas.
Well, Shaun Thomas, let me tell you, it doesn't get any more emotional than that. I had tears in my eyes, you had tears in your eyes. I think everyone here has got tears in their eyes because you snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. How did you do it? Honestly, are you a warrior or with a capital W or what?
Oh, mate, what a journey. Thanks everyone for coming tonight, all the family and friends and all the supporters. Barry Michaels, he's always helped me out. Steve Stenborg, mate, he's got my back. And when the hard work's there, he always makes me push harder. But tonight, I take it off to Sammy. Our rematch, I knew he was going to come out, and he was going to come out strong. He's 10 years my junior, and I tell you, when he was coming out with them 30-second bursts, lucky I could hear his coach.
Shaun, let me wind the clock back to the 30th of April. It was a heartbreaking loss. It was so close for the Victorian super featherweight title. You went away, you came back, you went back and you did some hard work and you really worked hard with Steve. You came in tonight, you won the first 5 rounds and you looked like you were doing it very, very well after you put him on his backside in the first round. Then after the 5th round, I would say that they turned up the wick a little bit. You stayed with him for a little while, but then you all dug yourself into a hole. You weren't stepping off anymore. The left hand had gone hiding, but you dug yourself in and you never gave up.
Oh, mate, I just had to protect myself. He was coming at me with everything. If there was a storm tonight, he bought it, and I knew I just had to weather it. He was coming out in bursts, and we're all human. We all get tired once in a while, so if I could weather him for a while, I knew I had some more in the tank there to give it to him.
Shaun, you can't win the Australian title tonight. Sadly, last night you didn't make the official weight of 58.96 kilos. You came in just a shade over. Did you spend any time in the sauna during the day that you couldn't get that extra little bit of weight off?
Yeah, I spent 5 hours in the sauna the day of the weigh-in, and he had me on the treadmill in about 3 sweatsuits, and yeah, look, mate, that was something that I don't want to do again. I think I come in last time and I fought him at 58.5 and I felt strong, but tonight I was a lot stronger. Our prep was been good. We had a few hiccups, but look, my credit to Steve and all the family at North Melbourne Boxing Gym, and Barry Michaels, all the sponsors. There's no way, and they're all here tonight. I think I got half the crowd there, but mate, look, I'm only a little bloke. I wish I could make 51 kilo, but genetics won't let me, so we're going to try and get down and stay down to super fella and see where we go from here. You know what, tonight the belt mightn't be around my waist, but I just beat him and I won it at fair and square, so I'll be chasing it. And mate, whoever's coming next, they better be ready for 10 rounds.
At the end of the fight, I saw you were crying in the corner. You had tears in your eyes. It brought a tear to my eyes. It's a wonderful thing for our people because you did something spectacular. And of course, there's a lot more to come yet from this young man. You might not be the official Australian champion, but technically you are the Australian champion. Shaun Thomas, we bid you very well. Is there anyone you'd like to thank?
Oh, look, Steve Stenborg, all the crew at the North Melbourne Boxing Gym, TV Ringside, Barry Michaels, my beautiful fiancée, Jakara. She's the one that's got to put up with my moods and all the whinging, and Pound for Pound Apparel, Bimata, Kernai Legal, all the sponsors, some of the boys that have helped me along the way. My cornerman, Jesse, Tilly, everyone's been there from day dot, mate. Thanks everyone for coming tonight too. Hopefully I get out here again.
There he is. I don't think I've seen a more emotional win in all my time in this sport. The Storm, Shaun Thomas, congratulations. We'll see you again here. Stay with us, everyone, because the decks have been cleared. It's the PABA Super Middleweight Championship, and we'll be back in just a few moments.
So the winner, Shaun Thomas, with a comeback victory in the last minute 30 of the 10th round, taking it over Sam Williams, who nearly had it.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, we all here had Shaun Thomas gone, and you know what? And as I said before,
so to break it, we'll be back right after these commercial breaks with Jay Mitchell versus Nader Hammond.
Uppercut. Nailed him. Absolutely nailed him. Chopping away Maloney. Another big right hand. Another one after the bell. Can Berratel survive his assault? He's in trouble. He's in big trouble. Jimmy Butler. He's